I have no idea what other people are criticizing. I absolutely loved My Little Pony season 2 finale, because when they all like came to this the cannon, they used their singing and magic to stop this cannon from exploding and obliterating half of hell to smithereens. It was a very good My Little Pony finale. But wait, I guess we're talking about Hazbin Hotel, right? I mean, when I was watching, I felt like I was watching MOP or something. There is this very similar song called Magic in Us, the finale of MOP, but not the good MOP, not G4 MOP, the good one. The bad one, G5, which ended last year. I don't know, I stopped watching after that final Make Your Mark episode, which ended with the characters kind of holding each other's hoofs and singing the song Magic in Us and defeating the main villain. What's her name? Opal, something like that. I don't remember. I don't care about G5. It was bad. And I watched the finale in November 2023. Another thing I watched in November 2023 was Disney's Wish, which I thought was the worst Disney movie since 2006, until Moana 2 came out last year. So Disney's kind of maintaining this streak of terrible movies. Let's just hope Zootopia 2 is not bad, but my hopes aren't really that high. So speaking of that movie, they also have this final song, This Wish reprised, when all the characters come together to defeat the main villain. I mean, I understand that it's kind of cartoon cliche, the characters coming together and singing, and they're singing them the magic of friendship defeats the big evil. In Hazbin's case, it was... He had this big cannon, a Lucifer charged cannon that was about to explode thanks to freaking Vox, who went completely bollocks. So yeah, Hazbin is just MOP now. It's just My Little Pony now, and Charlie Morningstar is just Twilight Sparkle now. Yes, you cannot convince me otherwise. She's just Twilight Sparkle. So but the review, what I have to say is that I think Alistair, he's the best written character. I'm not saying he's the best character or my favorite character. He's one of my least favorite characters in the show, if I'm being completely honest here. It's kind of my thing, I guess. I don't really like male characters in cartoons. If I don't like male characters in cartoons unless they're named Angel Dust or Double Trouble. I mean, no, they're non-binary, so shapeshifter, from She-Ra. But Alistair is surely the best written character because you literally never know what's on his mind. Like, you never know whether he is about to betray Charlie or help her. You don't know what his plans are, what motivates him, what he wants to do. With Vox, it became kind of clear that Vox is obsessed with Alistair. He's obsessed to proving to Alistair that he's worthy of Alistair's attention. And with Lute, it's kind of her motivation is to avenge the person that she loved, to kill those who killed him. So very clear motivations for both Vox and for Lute, but with Alistair, you really never know what's on his mind, what motivates him to do what he does and what exactly he does. Like, for a second I thought that he completely betrayed Charlie, that it was his sadistic act of betrayal. I really thought he would replace Vox as the villain now. We were trading Vox for Alistair, but then he tricked Vox, he helped Charlie, and at the end, instead of abandoning this whole place, he also started singing along with Rosie and helped to stop this cannon from exploding. So you never know what to expect from him. This is exactly what makes a great character. The great characters are unpredictable, and Alistair is unpredictable as hell, that's for sure. You know, the characters I absolutely adored, loved are Emily and Sarah. And speaking about Sarah, she really grew on me. Like, I really did not expect that from her. Uh, I I thought she was holding really sort of bigoted views regarding sinners. I expected some, more hesitation from her to accept the redemption, the hotel works. Then I thought she reluctantly accepted the redemption, um, but after how Vox declared war on heaven, I expected her to, completely went mad and order the exterminators to just go and kill everyone, because that was kind of confirmation of her bias that sinners are inherently bad and cannot change for the better. And that almost happened until Penchas, of course, talked to her when they sang together, and it made Sarah realize that the violence, extermination, what they used to do is not really an option. It showed that despite her prejudice, she's a very good person. She's a very responsible person. She has this, kindness in her, which honestly I did not expect. That I expected her to be a more controversial character in the show. There are so many fan songs by Milky Melodies that portray Sarah as this kind of conflicted, controversial character. But she really isn't in this season. Yeah, she accepts the redemption, and then Penchas convinces her that just saying sorry and helping is so much better than fighting. And this made me like Sarah so much, to be honest. And of course I love Emma. What can you say? She's just so adorable. She's just this bubble of exuberant energy and joy and kindness. She always wants to help everyone she sees. She's just a great person. Like, absolutely great person. But who isn't great is, of course, our main villain, who is Vox. And I was asking questions, specifically how was Vox supposed to invade heaven? I mean, in order to take control of heaven, he was supposed to invade it with his mob. How, if you cannot really freely travel to heaven from hell? And that power, I believe, only Lucifer possesses that power. But Vox was kind of creative. He is basically, this angelic weapons can kill angels, as we found out in season 1. So Vox ordered Carmine to basically build an ultra angelic weapon, like this cannon, and not just cannon, a Lucifer charged cannon. Lucifer is a fallen angel, so still counts as an angel. So, and they built this Lucifer powered the cannon, which punched a hole in heaven's defense, and that is certainly something that I really did not expect. But there is another hole in Vox's plan. Yes, okay, he punched a hole in heaven, so technically he could enter heaven through that hole, but how he was supposed to get up there? Heaven is like up there. If you look from hell, and how was Vox, and not just Vox, but also his mob, his army that was about to storm heaven? How were they supposed to get into heaven? Like, were they supposed to load themselves into that Lucifer charged cannon and just shoot themselves into heaven, hoping to, not to burn to death in the process? Like the characters from Julius Verne's a trip to the moon. When they, as I said, load themselves into a cannon and launch themselves into the moon. Or was Vox's plan exactly like that, or what? Or was he supposed to use Lucifer's energy to kind of open up a portal, which in that case I think punching a hole in heaven wasn't really that necessary, or was it? I don't know what was Vox's plan, Maybe Vox didn't really think it through. I mean, again, he's obsessed. He's what I really like the twist about Vox is that he's not really power hungry. He's not really obsessed with power and conquest. He's obsessed with Alistair, and Alistair is always in his thoughts, and he just wants to prove to Alistair that he is worthy, because once upon a time Alistair told Vox that they're not equal, that they're not friends, that Alistair was just using Vox, and since then Vox is just trying to prove that Alistair was wrong, to dismiss him like this, completely wrong. So the whole motive, maybe Vox really didn't think it through. That's also a possibility, you know. And as I said, the final song of the season, this honestly, it made me feel really emotional. This one and the song of Penches and Sarah. It means now that we finally have the whole soundtrack, I must say it's really good. I think it became somewhat a bit more like pop rock with Patrick's stamp now, which basically Fall Out Boy. So yeah, the final song was really good, and I read a comment on YouTube that there is the Fall Out Boy song in the middle of a Hazbin Hotel song, which is true. Yes, I mean, even if you don't know who Patrick Stump is, even if you don't know that Patrick Stump voices Abel now, but you heard some Fall Out Boy songs before, you immediately feel this Fall Out Boy vibes. I think it's boy. I haven't heard this band in approximately 4 years, I suppose. I haven't heard any Fall Out Boy songs at all. Not really into that music these days, to be honest. I'm not 15 anymore, so I'm not really into that kind of music. And Fall Out Boy, they kind of didn't really grow. Like, they didn't change. Like for example, My Chemical Romance grew, and the Black Parade album was an absolutely mature concept album about cancer and death and accepting your death. But Fall Out Boy never really grew. Yes, they changed sound, and now they sounded more like pop music. But it was in the late 2010s when I was really into Fall Out Boy, you know. But you know, Patrick Stump, despite I don't think he's even in top 3 best vocalists in the show, because the show is kind of stacked with so many Broadway stars, you know. Yeah, I looked it up every second. The voice actor is some Broadway star with an absolutely fantastic voice, and of course Erica Henningsen is my number one. Her voice is just fantastic. So but it was really nice kind of to have this kind of pop punk pop rock vibes within the Hazbin Hotel song. It gives some kind of different feel, you know. And Patrick Stump, he's a good vocalist. What can I say? He can deliver. He can absolutely deliver, and we've been waiting the whole season to hear Patrick Stump sing, and it did not disappoint. Now let's wait for season 3 for his complete full song. Like, give us just freaking 3 minutes Fall Out Boy song in the show. I want it. I'll take it seriously. And I heard a conversation about who else should be in the show. Maybe voicing Kane. Some suggest Panic at the Disco, Brandon Urie, that guy. But I think Brandon Urie is a bit too bubbly, and, you know, like too bubbly, too bright for Kane. I think the show needs something darker. So I've been thinking, what about Gerard Way, the one from My Chemical Romance? I think he would be perfect. I mean, emo kind of vibes. He's got this dark vibes. The MCR music has become pretty dark with the Black Parade album. So kind of perfect emo, kind of dark vibes for Kane, and I'm pretty sure that Vivzy Pop is into My Chemical. I mean, I mean, I know that I saw her story on Instagram with that My Chemical Romance song from their fourth album. What's their fourth album? Yeah. Fabulous Killjoys. This something true. It's the story of Fabulous Killjoys, something like that. You know, with this electric spider as an album cover. With the song, I don't remember this. Bulletproof Heart. She really likes the song Bulletproof Heart from that album, but I like it too. It's a great song, and the album is good. So I know she likes Gerard Way. So just bring him to the show. Just maybe just make a duo between Cain and Abel with the Patrick Stump and Gerard Way, and you know it'll be absolutely epic. Just do it. I'm pretty sure Gerard Way will not mind. I mean, he's into comic books, into animation. He even wrote a comic book, the Gerard Way. I mean, so just bring him. So it's suffice to say that I liked the soundtrack of the season. So far, my favorite songs are Easy, of course, the Shaggy love song. How can I not love it? Peace, another love song. My favorite couple in the show, Cherry Bomb and the Serpentry, surprisingly. They have so much great chemistry together, although I didn't really think they had much chemistry after season 1, but now I see it. Then Sarah's Confession is of course a great song. Hear My Hope, and these are my favorites, and of course Gravity. If Patrick Stump brings this Fall Out Boy pop punk vibes, then I think this song brought some kind of, I don't know, 2000s alternative rock vibes, something like that. It's just basically everything that the Vivzy Pop likes. She likes musicals, Disney, here's your Disney musical. Likes Disney princesses, here's your Disney princess main protagonist. He likes 2000s alternative rock, pop rock, Fall Out Boy. She's just brought everything she liked when she was a teenager into the show, and I'm absolutely for it. It's just, when you watch the show, you might love it, you might hate the show, but the one thing you really cannot deny about the show is that literally everyone, voice actors, the writers, the director, Vivzy herself, she didn't write all the episodes, but I believe she directed them all. And of course, that's her right. She's the creator, so the main person in charge. You kind of feel that everyone involved is enthusiastic. Like, they're absolutely not here for paycheck. Like, not at all. Like maybe some voice actors are just for a good Amazon paycheck. And they're not really into animation and stuff. But it doesn't feel this way. Everyone gives their 100%. Of course, it just feels like the show is really beloved, but by those people who are involved with the show, by the composers Sam Hefton and Andrew Underberg, or what's his name, the second one. I feel like everybody involved with the show absolutely loves the show, and they absolutely love what they're doing. They're absolutely passionate about it, and as a result, they created a great show. They created a great second season. I was a fan of season 1. I acknowledged that season 1 wasn't particularly great. It was 7 out of 10 at best. But now season 2 is a completely different matter. It is great. It is very strong, 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Absolutely improvement on almost every front. And I thought the music was better in season 1, but season 2 has great songs as well. And let me just listen to an entire album at least 25 times by the end of November. So I will be able to compare season 1 songs to season 2, because that's what I did to season 1. I've been listening to certain songs over like 10 times a day, and still think I didn't get tired. The songs are just absolutely great. So yeah, absolutely strong finale, 9 out of 10 at least. for an absolute great season. What I didn't like is still I don't like the V's, you know. I don't like the V's. Think they're my least favorite part of the season, and I wish that Valentino was killed. There are only two characters in the show that I genuinely hate with a passion. Those are Adam and Valentino, and since Adam died at the end of season 1, I thought maybe Valentino would die at the end of season 2, and he almost died. He was almost murdered by Cherry Bomb and Husk, but unfortunately it didn't happen. I wish he was killed, you know. I really hate him because he's an honestly terrible person. The way he treats Angel Dust, and I think not just Angel Dust, but everyone who works for him, but especially Angel Dust, who is his main star, it's absolutely what he does to Angel Dust is absolutely terrible. So I wish he was killed, but I'll be holding my fists, hoping that he will be killed in season 3, hopefully. Yes, and another funny thing is that for a second I thought that season 2 would end precisely where season 1 ended. You know, season 1 ended with after Adam's death, Luth goes to Lilith to use Lilith's help, and I thought that season 2 might end exactly there. Luth returns to hell. Lilith is nowhere to be seen. What if Luth goes back to Lilith again, and precisely the same scene could be used for season 2 finale? But it didn't end that way. It ended with Lilith actually answering Charlie's call, so kind of a cliffhanger, but a cool kind of cliffhanger. They keep teasing Lilith to us. Season 1 teased her season 2, so I wonder who's gonna voice her. I think it was announced already who voices Lilith. I don't remember. I remember Vivzi mentioning she wanted Lady Gaga for Lilith, but she didn't get Lady Gaga. Honestly, it's not the first instance that the show that I watch that I like wants Lady Gaga to voice someone and Lady Gaga doesn't. The first one was, of course, MLP, when Lady Gaga was supposed to voice Countess Coloratura from season 5 episode, the main attraction, episode 24, I believe, of season 5, released in 2015. Don't ask me how I know that. I'm a huge fan. I am hyper fixating on all the shows that I watch and like, so that's how I know that stuff. So, but the showrunners of MLP did not get Lady Gaga, so they went for Lena Ho, I think, which was a better option, because I think Lena Ho is a better singer than Lady Gaga, because Lady Gaga is too pop music to my taste, while Lena Ho is more, diverse. She can do theatrical performance, she can do alternative rock, she can do folk music and stuff. So yeah, but we're not talking about that right now. Or I can talk about MLP for the next half an hour, which I think I need to wrap this thing up, because that's my name. My roommates are already complaining that I'm speaking too loud, and I don't know, evidently hindering their process of concentration of homework, which is hilarious because they don't do homework. Okay, I need to stop this thing right now. Need to stop it. As I said, absolutely great season. Just get 9 out of 10 from me. Everyone involved, absolutely fantastic. Wish to meet them all one day. Absolutely fantastic people. And see ya.